Okay, here we are. It's Saturday afternoon. At this point, the siding has been replaced and the house has been painted. The front porch, the columns, the rails, and some of the overhang there has not been painted, but that is because we have work to do yet replacing those columns and railings, so all of that painting will be done once that work has been completed. All your shutters are up. Your window, door trim, overhang trim is all painted. Siding's painted, of course. That color is matched to what the old siding was underneath the shutters, where the sun had not had a chance to fade it quite so much. So that's what we used to match the paint with. Of course, you can see that your front porch lights are back up. There's an electrical outlet and a doorbell that had to come off as well. All of that's been redone. Again, there is some painting left to do there on the front porch. That'll be done once we have the new columns and new railings in place. You can notice that your gutters are not all the way up yet. We're working on that now. When we get around to the side there by the driveway, you'll see where we've started that. And there's the infamous chimney. Again, your water problems with the chimney, let me see if I can get in here and show you. Your water problems with your chimney were coming in right there. If you can see that strip of tar that runs up that side across the back, you can kind of see where you've got a little bit of a hip there in the roof line where your shingles go up to the back of the chimney. That tar line follows up that, down the other side, and then of course on the opposite end of the chimney is identical to this. You have tar strip there also. That is where your water was penetrating. Basically everything below this line, behind that siding there, was pretty much rotten all the way around. All that sheathing had to come out down to bare 2x4s. We made sure your 2x4s were solid before we actually replace the sheathing, so you don't have any worries there. Put up new 1/2-inch plywood sheathing with tar paper and then re-sided it. Everything up above that roof line there, everything above that point was solid and dry and intact, so that's a dead giveaway that you have no water problems coming from up there at the cap. You did have rust issues up there. That's pretty common. All of that material is metal. Water, of course, when it rains, sets on top of there and rusts it. And then you get that overflow. That's what gives you that rust marking, that kind of red drips that run over the edge. But everything is good. Everything's back in one piece, and you should have no problems. Alright, now we're on the other side of the chimney, and again, show you that tar line. That's what's preventing water. There is flashing behind there, but with the way that siding overlaps, it's impossible to replace that flashing without tearing your roof apart, and that's a little bit more than I think we wanted to get into here. You can notice that we have started the gutters on this end. They run right off along the overhang there to your corner where your downspouts at. And of course, we're putting your downspouts in locations where we have a slope away from the house here, just like this driveway is a perfect example, so that the water runs out of the end of that downspout and naturally slopes away from the house, which is what you want. And we've rounded that corner. You know, not much to look at here except for the new siding. Obviously everything's nice and painted. You'll notice that our gutters leave off right there. That's about as far as I've gotten at this point. Come around here to the back door. This is the one that we're going to be replacing. So you can see that there. That's completely rotten. The bottom of that frame's not even holding that door in. Of course, that'll be replaced when we change that door. And again, just across the back here, new siding, paint, everything looks nice. And of course on the other end of the house, much the same. New siding, paint, everything nice and sharp. Looks Looks pretty crisp.